Hello Fierce Art family! For this video, I am going to share with you an art haul from Vinted. So without further ado, let's get started. So here's the box and I'm so excited to share this with you. I found this on Vinted, and that app is known for like a marketplace, or you can buy and sell some personal items like clothes, bags, shoes, and so much more, like home decor and all that. And there's not a lot of art materials in there, so when I found that listing, I checked all of the things that that seller is selling, and there's quite a few that I was excited about, and then I have this haul now. All right, so let's unpack this. So there's some nice fillers here, and as you see, there's quite a lot, and it's good that it's wrapped individually. First item right here is this one, and this is White Nights Watercolor Extra Fine Artist Colors. It's the Granulation and Natural set. This is the first granulation palette that White Nights have released. Before it's just granulation in there, now it's granulation and natural earth. The colors on this palette I have moved on this side, and the colors that are here, I already bought them individually and they are here on this side. And these are some extra colors that White Nights also have on their granulation selection. And I still have some room to add some more. Yes, but I am collecting the White Nights palettes like so. So I am just adding this one on my collection. I think I'm only missing one, the one that has a cat on the packaging. I think that's for animals. And yeah, so this palette I'm going to share with you one of these days. It have gone through several renditions. That's the first one. Here's another one. So these are the swatches for the colors on this palette, and then these are the latest swatches, which is just exactly perfect for this palette. So that's all of those in here. The reason why there is a blank space, and that is because these three I have in tubes. I do not have them in pans. That's why. But then there are about 4 more granulating watercolors that White Nights have released, and I am going to grab that so soon, and then I am going to share this palette to you very soon. Next, let's unwrap this one right here. And these are the Sonnet Studio Watercolors, the student grade of the White Nights watercolor. So this is still from Nevskaya Palitra with 24 watercolors in there. Usually when it says studio, then that's for the beginners or the students. And the colors are here as we see. There's a little bit of English right there. And it looks like this. All right, okay, so this is just a film, and they did not come in individually wrapped. I see. Okay, but that's okay for me because then I don't have to unwrap them one by one. At least we have this film sheet here that tells us what they are. You know what, I recently opened another haul, and if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. This is on that haul, and as you see, it's White Nights. It's just that the previous owner have put all of the top packaging of the White Nights watercolors here on the top of this cardboard box. So they are the same type of packaging. Just so happen that this is the White Nights Professional watercolors, but are the older ones, because as you see here, the older ones have this more of like a transparent full pan, whereas the new watercolors from White Nights have a solid white pans instead, and it comes with this now. And before, the pans on the older one, they did not come with any indication of the watercolors. So if it is misarranged, then you will know which colors they are unless you're very familiar with White Nights watercolors. Very, very similar on how they are. That's really cool. Maybe I can do a comparison video of the White Nights professional watercolors, the old, the new, and the Sonnet 𝘾𝙆 studio watercolors. So let me know if you're interested in that. Let's see what else we have in this box. Oh yes, I bought this one because it's a very good price. So this is a White Nights set of 24 full pans. I just wanted to know what type of plastic box they have used for this one. So it says they're pro, as you see, compared to the Sonnet one. It says studio in there earlier. So these are the colors at the back. Maybe it's just one of the versions. Oh, all right. It looks like this. Oh, wait. I think this is the newest one. Oh, yes, indeed. This is the new one. If I'm not mistaken, they even just launched this in 2025. So it's a little bit more compact and yeah, smaller but more sturdy than the other ones. So it comes with this one where you can swatch your watercolors, a swatch sheet, and then yeah, it goes like so. So this design is how the small ones with 12 watercolors is designed also, but this one, this time it's 24 watercolors in here. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then this one we can remove, so we have extra mixing wells in there, very similar to the smaller Van Gogh design of the palette. This is the oldest one in my collection. Not so sure if this is the oldest that they ever had, but the logo is right there. And then when you open it, it looks like this. If I'm not mistaken, there's really nothing here, no flap, no extra thing. It's just like the watercolors exposed right away. And this is transparent, and also the pans are also transparent. And yeah, this is the older 24 watercolor set that they have. And yes, I can just do a comparison like what I said earlier between the new ones, the older ones, and then the 𝘾𝙆 Sonnet. And that's also the reason why I bought that one, because I am a art materials collector in the first place. I like nice things. It makes me happy. I also wanted to compare things from the old one to the new one. I also have an old soul. I love the vintage watercolors or vintage art materials. You will see that here on my channel. So that one, right? And then you have seen the one earlier that I have shown you. This one, I actually just bought this case alone in Estonia. I bought some other watercolors there from White Nights. Yeah, that was 14.98 euros in there. And some other watercolor palettes by White Nights come with this plastic box. The 24 and the 36 has this extra flap that we can also easily remove. And then it will be an extra mixing space for you. So it truly depends on one's preference on which one they would like. The pans are more secured in here. For this one, I put some tacked it at the bottom, you know, like this gummy looking white things that Faber-Castell and other brands sells. So then I put that so they will not be moving. Otherwise, if there's nothing sticking underneath, then it will be like jumbled and all messy. So there you go. Those are the 3 different plastic boxes, and I'm really happy that I found that seller because I thought it was an older one, but then now we know that it's the new set that she have on her listing. 2 items that I see in here. Let me just remove them from the box. Let's unpack this. Ah, yes. All right. So this is the last coloring art material that I have in here. And this is a glass and ceramic color because I always wanted to paint on ceramics, and it's a little difficult when you paint with acrylics because there's a lot more other things that you need to use to seal it and all that and prime it. So it's just good to just buy the one that's specifically for glass and ceramics. So it has 12 colors in here. It's still from Nevskaya Palitra. Let's open it. I'm really happy that she have this also on her listing, so then I get to try it. And it goes like this. Several colors in here, 3, 6, 9, 12. As you see, beautiful, vibrant colors. I cannot wait to go ahead and try that one. All right. So those are all of the art materials that I got, or painting materials, from that seller on Vinted. And I see that she have given this for free because I did not buy this. This is not on my order. That is so nice and sweet of her. Wow, that is so cool. Let's see what it says in here. It's a 200 grams, acid-free, for watercolor painting. Okay, it's a little too thin, so it's mostly for some light-handed illustrations, not a very wet on wet type of painting, which I could do because I do a lot of illustrations anyway. And that is how it looks. In English, it says plain table for watercolor painting, rose garden. It's A5 size, 20 sheets, embossed card paper. You may notice that all of the items here are from White Knights or Nevskaya Palitra, and there was a time that I got a very bad comment from somebody who was saying that, oh, you're supporting White Knights, you're supporting Nevskaya Palitra, you're supporting war. Well, I'm gonna repeat what I said before. I am pro art, I am not pro war. Arts and politics, for me, they're two separate things. Yes, in the older times, we have a lot of movements, realism, and there's so many that's related to politics, but it's 2025 now. And I have to educate you. Some of those people who have been saying those mean words are probably not traveling the world, or probably just in one super huge country. You know what? I travel a lot. And I've been to so many different cities and even those smaller towns even. And on those smaller towns, they only have one art store if they're lucky. And they only have one brand of art material, and that is usually Nevskaya Palitra for most of them. For in Eastern Europe, for the Baltic states, let's say some towns in Estonia, in Latvia, in Lithuania, those are the 3 Baltic states. And then there's so many other Eastern European countries, even in Central Europe. Some smaller towns really do not carry a lot of art materials because they are expensive. The White Knights, the Rosta Gallery, they are quite affordable also, even for retailers. So you have to understand, those people on those smaller towns do not always have the money to afford paying crazy shipping. If you can say, oh, buy it on Jackson's, buy it on like this and like that. You have to understand that not a lot of us have the capacity to afford all of these art materials, okay? Because there's a very different salaries depending on your location. Please travel the world so you know. A lot of the artists have been painting with Nevskaya Palitra because they have been around for decades already, and they are used to these paints, and they do painting for a living, they do art for a living. So a lot of their art materials are from this company, and you cannot just tell them, okay, stop using that. No, you cannot just tell those people like that, okay? So I hope that people are not so blinded. People should be a little bit more sensitive. That's also one of the reasons why I am buying this brand, especially during my travels when I go to an art store and I see whatever they have in there. Then I wanted to support that art store because most of them are also artists who owns those art boutiques, those art stores, those art galleries. And that little support that I could give for buying their items, I would do. Once again, not the entire world has access to Amazon. Not everyone, okay? Shipping could be very expensive on different parts of the world. You have to understand. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you hear my message, and those who needed to see this video and needed to see how the art materials perform, then I am going to do a separate video for you very soon. So stay tuned, please subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on the comment section down below. Keep on creating art. See ya!